Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Manpreet Singh, and today I'll be speaking on a topic: build your own copilots using Copilot Studio. Thank you for joining me from wherever you're joining in from. And as it is a virtual event, it's easy to join in from any place and learn from various topics, various speakers, and right from the comfort of your room. Uh, I would love that. So that's me. I'm a senior architect at Cognizant. I work on Copilot, Copilot Studio, Azure, OpenAI, agents. It's the world of agents, and it's easy to find me. Just scan the QR code you see on the right screen, and I'll be right there to connect with you. Thank you for joining the session once again, and especially thank you to all the organizers who help and set up this whole event and the conference in a virtual way because it takes a lot of effort. Trust me, I'm an organizer. I understand how much effort, and it's all about their passion towards making sure everybody gets a platform to learn. That's why they do all this event. So, thank you all organizers for doing that. So coming back to my sessions, it's all about co-pilots and co-pilots in the world right now, right? Everybody is talking about agent or agentic framework. Same bots have been a part of us from a very, very long time. And like I know I love bots specifically even when the Iron Man movies had arrived from Marvel. I think that's where the love of Jarvis came in, and that's why my session is build your own Copilot slash Jarvis using Copilot Studio. So that love for bot has been already always there for us, but all those bots which we used to build were mostly rule based or scripted. They used to identify keywords and then do the processing, do the work of it. But right now, with the age of AI, those things are changing. It's more evolving all around us, and we are able to build solutions with generative AI, where the AI has its own reasoning power, own orchestration, and helps us to navigate daily work, daily processes. I would say improving our employee experience, not just the organization layer here. So that's why the age of the AI has brought in the rise of the bots. I know the bots is a very typical topic at every organization. I know I have been not a day where I'm not on calls where the clients are asking about agents or what kind of agents or use cases. And today we're going to talk about all those stuff, and we're going to build something in real so that you can also go back. And I always tell people, I'm going to give you a homework. When you go back, you have to do this activity. So that's where the rise of the bots are happening on our day-to-day activities, day-to-day life, even on a real-time platform. If you're chatting with an agent for your phone service, for your companies, or returning an order or shipping, everything is being done and governed by agent. Trust me. And but now with the board of the Gen AI, as I was saying, it has become more. It has got more capabilities, helping us resolving end to end, transforming the data structure, data layer, everything from there. So it's not about just doing some activities or getting me knowledge from a data source, but even on the processes end, where, for example, having an employee onboarding agent, which actually does end to end of onboarding of an agent or a person in a company. You don't require HR to block her or his 3 or 4 hours working with the new user or and help him or her to set up various environments in SharePoint, setting up them with the new laptops, office booking, everything in GenAI. Just that's just one example in your day-to-day activity. Just imagine what else can we build over it. And that's where Microsoft brought in the Copilots. And I know Copilot, 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 my 3 words, it's very, 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 I would say, a part of every day to day activities for us as architects who are rolling out multiple agents as we see every day, plus identifying those use cases which have not been even thought about. Hey, this can be done and automated. You will be surprised to see. Are you serious? Can we also build this and this scenario using GenAI? The answer is yes. And for me, it's all about the adoption. I have started a lot. I think my day starts with Copilot. talking with agents, getting information, understanding my day, understanding my calendar, understanding my email structure, where I can tell, like, is there any open task for me discussed yesterday? And then, like, yeah, these are the open tasks for you, or you forgot to schedule a call with this and this person. Can you go ahead and schedule a call, or do you want me to go and schedule a call? I think those are the powers which we always wanted. And I'm waiting for the day when I'll have something on my desk I'll be able to speak to. To trust that, go to copilot.com. You'll be actually able to talk to a human agent, which will be sounding almost close to a human, and you can have a nice conversation. I have recorded a video and I have put it on my social handle. So it's fun. Try that. All right. So, what is an agent? In simpler words, I always tell people think a library where there are lots of books. Agent is nothing but a query which you are bypassing through an orchestration or a genuine layer which reads all the books of the library and provide you your clarity questions on a chat agent or a chatbot, right? That's what the agent is. It's helping you to do processes, enhancing your productivity. Like those are the things where I need to spend hours looking for my FTP servers with a million data or documents there. I'm able to search and query, hey, can you find me a data or a presentation I worked on last year for this and this client? And right here I have that presentation. I don't have to go and do my Windows search, which will kill my whole laptop and I have to restart. Or I don't have to do a SharePoint search, multiple search, looking for my folder or file. Everything has become more reasoning about it. That's where the Copilot agents, as I was saying, is part of my day-to-day cycle, day-to-day life. Now, spectrum of an agent started with retrieving. I know when the chat GPT arrived, we all went crazy. I still have it on my phone. And then, hey, the new chat GPT, you can know get answers from anywhere, anyhow, right, by chatting with an agent. That was the retrieval part of it, where you are retrieving information. For organization, it might be retrieving information from an FTP server which has a million files from 1900 and 30s. I'm just giving an example. Or retrieving files from SharePoint, library, site collection sites. So many sites are already there, right? So getting that file out of it. So those retrieval part where is where the OpenAI started and challenging the legacy systems and became famous, right? Then last year came the task where it's able to do actions and activity, creating a ticket, creating a help desk ticket to order a new laptop, or making a request for us to order a pizza on every Friday. So those tasks started coming in, and then now this year it's all gonna be autonomous. I know Microsoft announced it last year in Ignite, but this year is actually the practical year, which where it has become GA on Copilot Studio, where autonomous will be an agent layer where an email comes in of a marketing company and asking about your offering. There's no human required. The agent understands and replies back to the offering deck and the offering slide, said, here you go, this is what you were looking forward. Or a customer query that somebody wants to return the order and they're not happy, they're not satisfied. Agent understand, agent notes the value of the product. If it's in a reasonable amount, it goes back and refunds to the owner. And if it's not on a reasonable amount, it goes to a human touch where it sends an approval on the team. They need to approve or decline, and again that whole transition happens. So those examples of autonomous are going to become very, very tech savvy in this year. And I think by the time of Ignite, I know Build is coming next month. They're going to be announcing so many new stuff. Keep tuning. And but by Ignite, you are going to see so many other companies who have built that layering of retrieval task, or I would say autonomous agent in the structure. Now, lots of example. I think while talking only, I gave you so many, starting from a help desk agent, refresh agent, proposal making, project tracking, expense report, leave tracker. So many things you can use agent. You don't have to open your legacy HCM systems to log into a leave track or filing your timesheet. Everything can be done now with the agent, and that helps in save an effort. Like with one paragraph or answering a couple of questions, that agent is able to do and fill up the whole service now form for me. I would love that any day. All right. So that's where Microsoft Copilot for 365 came in the picture, with Copilot bringing all the suite of SharePoint, Outlook, OneDrive as part of the system, and then bringing that graph layer where you can bring in data from outside network, or use Power Automate to call it through APIs, all under secure environment. Your data is what Microsoft delivers, and every single trained model or data you share with your AI agents under your tenant is yours. It's not being trained to use ChatGPT or OpenAI or Gemini like that. Like so, it's just more secure. And I think even now I just go to Copilot for anything and everything. I feel is my data is secured, and I just want to be in that network. That's the whole plan. Now, Copilot Studio became more famous because it did not allow developers or any end users to know about coding or know about the backend Python code, Java, or anything as such to build agents for you, right? I used to build agents based on those legacy apps where I need to run emulators and building those stuff. But that has become very, very easy. With drag and drop method, we are able to build an agent in 10 minutes. Like I have shown demos and like, hey, this is this. Just do a couple of things and you have an agent published on Teams. People were like, are you serious? Like, can we even do that? Then yes, the answer is yes, you can do that. That's the extent of building agents in Microsoft 365 suite, and it has no end. And you can bring in OpenAI services, even Gemini or AWS Bedrock, anything which has API, you can consume it through Copilot Studio with the help of their own Power Automate connectors. Now, the chat experiences, so what we were talking, has become more intelligent, right? It's secure. We were talking about it. You can customize it, how the agent should be, how the response should be. Should it be detailed? Should it be precise? Should it be one liner? Or should there be a header, key highlights, component? You can design how the output. That's the best part of it. And then you're getting data layer, data integration from all third party applications, which are not Microsoft, and adding it to your generative layer of your output. You are saving a lot of time and effort. So when somebody talks about what GenAI is changing in their lifestyle or adoptions, I would say it's just saving my time and effort. It relieves me if I save 20 to 25% of my work every day. I think that's a win point. Like something helping you out, fixing 20 25% of your daily job. We just love it. Right. Now, coming to building custom bot, right? As I was talking, these were the days when we used to have those bot framework or emulators running from different Visual Studio Code. But now that has changed with Copilot Studio, which is part of the Power Platform, and it's free for everyone to use on a trial license. You can build and customize your agent just by doing drag and drop, adding a knowledge layer and building a couple of actions just to understand how the agent works. And then you can expand and more. Most of the organizations who were thinking last year, like I'm still thinking, do we need agents? Do we need to work on them? Are coming back this year. Yes, I want these 7 agents to do this or this 8 agents, and then you have multi-agent capabilities of Azure OpenAI coming in the picture and autonomous agents. So it's just evolving. The I think in the end, like there'll be so many agents, and even now the users are or the client users are telling us that there's so many agents. We need a master agent to call the mini child agents, and that's what we are also building it. We're trying to connect multi agents to have a similar layer out for end users to use it, whether they're using M365 Copilot or they're just using a standalone agent. We're going to talk about that more in detail. So, building an agent has become much more easier. With M365, if you buy the $30 license, your company is amazing and they love you. They want to give you that license. That will open up your SharePoint, Outlook, OneDrive agentic capabilities. But even if your company, they're like, no, we're still thinking it's expensive to roll out $30 license. We are still in the talk, etc., etc. Ask them. We can build agents still with Copilot Studio. You don't need a Copilot license. You can just go on a pay-as-you-go model as cheap as $0.01 per message, or buy $200 Copilot Studio license, build 50 or 60 agents with that cost, and you'll have 25,000 prompts and a limitation of 5 SharePoint sites. But that helps, right? It's all about the adoptions, and that's what we have seen. We started building Copilot. We wanted to make drive the agent adoption, And then with that, the companies have started revolving and bringing in Copilot licenses because they saw that their employees are actually using the agents built on Copilot Studio a lot. Why not give them more powerful engines, something like M365 Copilot, right? Now, what's in Copilot Studio? Low code, no code power platform. As part of the power platform, it comes from the same environment and admin setup. You're able to add topics. Now, what is topics? We're going to see that. Publishing n number of different environments. You can build plugins, add it to your M365, add it to your SharePoint, embed it any web app you want to. So there's so many ways of having that agent as a UI for you. And that's what Satya said. Copilot is a new UI for AI. Yes, that's the answer. Even if you are a high code model, AI model driven company who have all your models in Azure, then you can still consume them through Copilot as a UI, which the users can use it directly on the teams. They don't even have to open a web application or another application to log in and or work on something else. They can just go to their daily usage teams and work on these agents. And that's the power of Copilot Studio. Knowledge, actions, and publishing. It covers up the whole building of an agent. So why knowledge? Library, we were talking about it. You need a library for that orchestration. Actions, if you want to do something in that library, adding new books or adding new data sets, and then spreading and sharing it with your team, with your organization is super, super easy. Today, I'll be talking about the standalone system. M365 Copilot is again a big topic, but I want to cover up what if my company does not buy me that $30 license? How can I still build an agent? That's the whole topic. And that's why I want to everybody to at least build one agent or maybe two and more as soon as they can start building one. You will never be able to stop it. Like I have never been. So I keep on building at least one agent a day, I would say. I think so. Yeah. But what it provides you generative answers. You get in the end user orchestrations of AI right on your fingertips by you deploying. You're building generative actions. Again, using the power of Copilot, like we will build an agent action just using Copilot and getting its guidance to build something or end to end in the system. Or generative builder where we are using topics to guide the user which way should I write. Right? If you give an agent to a user, the user might not know what to do with it. Right? The user will say hi. Agent should reply back with a query which takes the input and then guides the user. All right, you're ordering a new laptop. Here, let me help you out with it. Here are the different laptops, different companies you can order from. So you need a generative layer also to build that user story. That's what generative builder brings here. And then we are here with the demo. I think I always love to show in real time, and the god demo gods is always with me. And so today also we want to see how we can build it. And if you're following me around, pause the video for a minute, open up this copilotstudio.microsoft.com. This is the chat here, copilotstudio.microsoft.com. I'm repeating it again. It's free. Just log in with your Microsoft ID, or if you have your own organization tenant, you can play around with it. Some of the organization might have restricted publishing, but you can still build an agent and show your manager, your IT leaders, hey, this is an agent and this is how it can wanna help us. So this is the UI. If you see my screen, let me zoom in a little. All right. So this is a UI where you see the whole Copilot Studio platform. This is how it looks like. One, you have options to create. You have options to see all your agents. You have options to create flows for again autonomous layer or Power Automate layer. And then you have a library of different connectors or connections you have deployed as part of Copilot Studio. Now coming back to okay, by the time this is loading, let's give it a minute. All right. So you will see all your different connectors you can log in. You see Salesforce service now. I have connected everything on Copilot Studio. So now coming to agent, okay, you have an option here when you click on create. You already have templates. I would say you can go with that when you're starting your journey, but again, you don't have to. You can go directly working on them. So you can just go coming to clicking on new agent, and it's easy. You are chatting with an agent to build a new agent. So Let me think what I was planning. All right. So, what would you like to make? Okay. I would like to, sorry, to have an agent for my company. And don't worry about my spell checks. Me to have, for my company to have a learning agent. Let's talk about learning agent, which provides learning resources from Microsoft Learn. Like Microsoft Learn has every single courses, right? Why not use that power? Now coming back to that. Okay, the agent name is Learning Assistant. Yeah, that sounds good. That's good. And so it's like I'm talking to an agent or I'm talking to a human. I've been very respectful. I was seeing a meme where if the agents were checking who which human was good to them, and they were helping them out when they are ruling the world. So I'm just being good to them. All right. So the agent should provide learning resources. This is an example. I just copied that for now, just to showcase to you. But you can give agent what you want them to do, and this you can keep chatting with this Copilot agent to build that, or just click on create. There you will have it the more control, and I would be able to explain you more. So let's go there. And I know I have a time limit, so but I would like to show you all the capabilities, and we'll try to deploy it as an agent. And in the end, I want to talk about some of the resources I have. All right, there you go. So if you see the learning assistant, this is a UI how it looks like. This is my agent name, learning assistant. It already provided some general instructions to the orchestration layer, which will help me provide learning sources from Microsoft Learn, assist user in courses and materials, guide user, be friendly and supporting interaction. So it's not gonna scold me if I'm not able to learn properly. I love that. That's how I wish my schooling would happen. All right, let's come here. So when this is the details you get, you see orchestration, use Gen AI to determine how to best respond. This should be enabled, because if you don't want the power of Gen AI, sometimes for a few of the use cases, they just want a process to be part of it. And then for processing, probably you don't need an agentic capability. You know what you're doing, you can turn it off. But I want to have a Gen AI there. That's the whole part of it, right? Then you have topics. I'll come back to that, but I want to talk about knowledge. So this is where the library comes in the picture. Your data sources. Now, every company has their own learning resources, whether it's a SharePoint site or whether it's documents and content. Because for my company, they have their own, like I work with healthcare and life sciences, they have their own videos which they work on, and they want that content to be part of it. They have their own text, their own content, and then they use Viva Learning and LinkedIn Learning as part of third party platform. So they want to give every single thing of learning to the employer, to the user, so that they can learn from anything. So for me, that would be, why not add learn.microsoft, right? I have an access to add knowledge from a public website, SharePoint, Dataverse, or I can go and bring in graph connectors to bring and index the data to Microsoft Search. Or the third option is calling an API. If you have any third party companies where Coursera or something like that, you can just integrate them through APIs and bring that knowledge transfer here as well. For this demo, I'll go to, why not go to learn.microsoft.com? Just go directly, load the whole Power App site. It has everything up to date, and I will love that. So I go to a public website, I click on it. Now it only accepts two level deep URL, so I don't need a language translation, so I'll remove that. Okay, so this is good. I got one public website where I'll be able to add resources. Let me add it. It takes sometimes 2 to 3 minutes. It should be quick. It's and secondly, I was thinking was this, and this is your homework. First homework is open the agent. Go here, click an agent, add the Knowledge Hub as Power Platform. Okay, first thing which we did. Next thing is go to your company you work for. I work for cognizant.com. Open their website. They have so many things they do. or any company you work with, just add that as a knowledge layer to the website. Because we want to show how the generative part works. I'm gonna click on that. Okay, let it sit for a minute or two. But I think the Power Platform, I can test it here. So this is where you test your agent. As I was talking, many of the companies would not have allowed you to publish your agents on for various security reasons. You can just come in here and click on publish. So I'm talking about how should I, sorry, where should I learn Power Automate from? A basic question I want to ask the my agent that, hey, where should I learn about Power Automate? So it goes in there, it checks my library, the knowledge resources that it shows me learn.microsoft.com, and you can learn Power Automate from Microsoft Learn using this link. So I was able to query the whole learn.microsoft.com even for the next one, which is my company website. Let's go here. I'll just refresh it. What, and this you can try for any of your companies, even Microsoft. You can try it directly for the Microsoft. What are the services does Cognizant provides? And so it picks up, understands, picks up, goes to my knowledge hub and researches, and there you go. Cognizant provides a variety of services, including this and this and this. So it goes to the web public website which I have marked and get me information from that. That's the power of GenAI, which we were talking about. Goes there, crawls your index, crawls your document, crawls your files, even if it's in SharePoint, and get you information right from there. So even if you have a SharePoint library, just come to your knowledge tab, add that SharePoint site. Here you go. Just click on the SharePoint site. You just need to pass the URL and you're all set. You will be able to index files from there. Okay. Now let's go to the next topic. So you are able to bring in data. You have your data. You have a knowledge hub. Even if you don't have it, there is an option where you enable web. Let me come down here, allow AI to use its own general knowledge. So it goes to the Bing search engine. You can enable it. It will provide you data from your document set as well as from the Bing search. But most of the companies, they disable Bing search. They want users to just learn from the data set which they are providing, which here is Knowledge Hub, which I provided these two links. So I can come in here and I can turn it off. That's totally normal. But if you want a power like a chat GPT to get web data as well, you can just turn it on. This is how it works. Now let's come back to the topics and then we'll talk about the action. So what is topic? Now I have an agent here, right? If I click on this is how the agent looks like plain. Hello, I'm a learning assistant. I sometimes use AI to answer your question, etc., etc. What should I tell you, right? So I can design it. I can change the prompt. I can make it, hi, I'm your project company X, etc., etc. You can ask me these questions. I can even give them some buttons to like, hey, let's get started from here. But if not, and if I have to want to have a topic conversational where I drive the whole network, I can just click on add a topic. This allows me to build a user layer. And like, for example, user layer for it can be ordering a new laptop, right? We all need a laptop or two when we working all on our systems here day to day. So let's build something. Name your topic as laptop ordering system. Okay. Create a topic to let users order a laptop and provide them with various options of laptop companies. Easy. I'm writing this. I can even go back, start from the scratch. I don't need to. I have a power of Gen AI. I click on create. While that's doing it. All right. So what happened here is this is the view of topics where it helps in creating the backend system where the trigger comes in, the tool can handle query like ordering a laptop. You can keep, you can edit it, right? So whenever somebody is coming and asking, hey agent, can you help me order a laptop? Even if that keyword is not there, it understands the context and kicks off this topic specifically, right? So if I want whenever something is talking about ordering a laptop, I want this layer, this topic to come up. And what happens when that topic comes in, they get an option pre-built questions which I can also write Dell, HP, Apple, Lenovo, and it will provide me. All right, you have selected this, and this. I can get more question, right? So if I need, I can go back to topic. What can you add questions like what is your name, what is your email, etc., etc. Copilot will help me in designing that question as part of the layer. Okay, if I don't want it, and if you see, if I come here, what is your name, what is your email address, so they all come in here, right? And it also gives me an added advantage. I just come in here, adding a node. I can ask the question. Okay, what is the shipping address? Like, what is your shipping address, right? And this is not a multiple choice, it will be a text, so I'll just use a entire this one. Okay, it gave me a variable. And in after this, what happened here, let's come here. So I'll click on. So let's see how we were talking to the same agent, same test agent. I'm talking about my company services, I'm talking about London Microsoft, and in the same agent I'm gonna order a new laptop for me. Don't leave. Okay, so it gave me options based on what I have allowed them. I can choose what laptop I want. I selected Dell, don't leave. You have selected Dell as your preferred laptop company. What is your name? I'll just provide my name. I'll provide my email address. I'll provide my shipping address. Let me put in for, and that's where I build a guided user journey for the agent to make a conversation, get all the outputs. And now what will I do? I have that output, I can summarize it. I can send that as an email to a support agent who will help me placing an order, or I can place a request on ServiceNow, all through action. This is where the action comes in the picture. I can call a new flow, Power Automate flow, or there are multiple actions calling from ServiceNow to Jira or any help desk agent you're using. Even if it's a SharePoint, you can add a new entry to a SharePoint. I could have just created a record in ServiceNow with the laptop details. The ticket gets assigned to a particular team who will work on the laptop delivery, and they will ship the laptop. Or if it's not, if I have to just send them an email to the manager for approving, I can do that. Various ways of sending an email. Or if I have to just send them approval directly as in workflow, which is Power Automate, I can just send as an approval to his or her manager who is requesting this request. That's where the knowledge, the topics, the action, these three build your complete end-to-end page. And then in the end, what you come in, you just close it. Let me save this for a minute. All right, this is saved. You will have your actions, all your activities which are tracked being by the agent. You will be able to see what was happened, what in progress, who connected, what it did. You'll be able to see all your actions, and then it will provide your detailed analytics once I publish. Let me do it. Detailed analytics of who is using, where they're satisfied, did the users left mid chat because they were not able to get a responsive answers or something like that. So you can build that generative part of it layer right through a no code, low code platform of building an agent. So this is where you come in here and use that platform. And as I said, it's free, free, free. So while it's publishing, I want to showcase. Okay, let me close this. I'll show you the channel system. So once you build this, what are the different ways of publishing? Themes, demo website, custom website. You can embed it on a third React web app. Just embed this whole agent there, or you can directly deploy to WhatsApp, Slack, and Line, and number of platforms right here in one click. Like if you imagine building a Teams app with a bot framework, it's not gonna take 10 minutes for sure, right? But for me, yes, it will. So I was able to publish this agent. Before I show you too, I just want to show you the analytics part, where this is how the analytics comes in. It's good, it's basic, but it gives you a good number of data, what you got, and then you can use Copilot Studio Kit. Probably I can do one session later stage where I finish that end to end. But you can come in here, get that channel in here, and I can test it here, or I just come to Teams and Microsoft 365. So if you don't have a Microsoft 365 Copilot license, you don't need to publish it. If you have a license, publish it so that you get the agents who have license, who don't have license, both can use it through Copilot chat, or they can use it as a single standalone. For this one, I'll just use it as a Teams alone system because I keep building agents. I'm crowding my Copilot agentic capabilities, but let's see. And I click on see. It is published. It's available on Teams plus Microsoft 365. I'll click on see agent on Teams. It's asking me to open up Teams. Let me bring it to the screen here once it populates. Okay. Did I click on it? Yeah. And then I'm coming to my system. Still revolving. I can quickly do a web app instead. Just do it quickly. If not, I'll open the Teams again. Let me try again. See agent on Teams. Click on open. Whichever works faster. All right. My Teams is up here. Let me quickly switch my user. There you go. Which one comes faster? Okay. Okay, this one is here right now. So this is how the agent come in. I just click on add my learning assistant. It takes a minute, and but we don't have much data. It's not even heavy, so it should be quick. And I'm just adding that agent. Have you ever deployed something on Teams this quickly? And that too on a custom level? Never. Like I have never. It takes days and months. And if you see, it comes in with all the details. I'm talking about my agent. Hello, I'm your learning assistant. How can I help? Can you help me? I'll just put hi. I want to see if it's triggering. It takes a minute or two for it to get deployed, but I think it should be ready. How can you help it today? Can you help me learn about our platform? Thinking training. All right, there you go. It provided me output. It also provides me all the different links, which is my Cognizant website as well as the learn.microsoft.com. Should we try it? Can you order a new laptop for me? There you go. Which laptop would you require? So in 10 minutes, we were able to build a knowledge hub, which can be a learning portal, it can be your SharePoint, it can be a policy hub. HR has so many different policies which they work on, different platform, different system. You can build that, or you can build an agent with this use case where you are coming up with ordering a laptop, ordering a new ticket, assigning a ticket, creating a new service now ticket, all through the building journey of Copilot. And trust me, the example use cases has no limit to that. Let me bring back my slide where I have some. So you get this out of the box extensions where you are bringing all the different platforms of n number of API call or direct integration of solutions on your system, where and coming to, and the various number of connectors which are already available. You don't have to spend a minute to build an SMTP server to call an email or send an email. No requirement of Visual Studio Visual Code. I was able to deploy everything through web to web. I just published in front of you. There was an agent. It got deployed on Teams. I'm able to get and chat with my agent, with my platform, with my knowledge set, all through building through Copilot Studio. Now, we were talking about the pricing. For its first, it's free for 30 60 days. Go ahead and play. You don't have to pay anything for when you're working on your system or you're deploying. But if you want to go to production ready applications, if you just want Copilot Studio, you have to pay $200. You get 25,000 messages per month, and you have all the similar features that what I was showing you. If you don't want to pay, you are still not ready, your organization is not ready, I always tell people to go with pay as you go model. See how the adoption is. It's 0.01 per message, so it's not that expensive. You can see and you can try to push and pull people to adopt the Copilot or adopt the GenAI agentic features first, and then you can start working on getting that $200 license, or you get everyone a $30 license per month, which enables everything from building to consuming to Microsoft 365 Copilot, bring SharePoint, Outlook, OneDrive data all in one place, and building that generative agentic layer for you. Now, I always leave it up to people what to use, what to buy, but I always suggest where to start from. My suggestion here again, and this is your homework. Start with Copilot Studio, free version. Try to build as multiple data sources, knowledge sources. See how adoption can be grown within your circle of miniature people. I always call them as pods, Copilot pods, where you deploy it to 10 people and ask them to use and give their experiences. And then once they feel that it's gonna reduce their effort and time, which it will, it does not start from day one. I've seen that. Even I did not start reading, and nobody did started knowing and learning how to use GenAI 10 years ago. It all started new, so that adoption takes a while. So start with that, then go with building agents with multiple agents, one for HR, one for sales, multiple, and then start using the Copilot products and Copilot suite. That's what my personal suggestion is. And this all comes with different use cases, different platform, whether from HR, I'm legal, I'm from marketing. Every company, every single platform, every single vertical can use this, irrespective of what you're doing. Like I have a lady in my company, and I always tell this story. She is very old and but in age, but I would say she's more younger than us in adopting AI. She has built her own agent in Copilot, which she goes and showcases to all her different meetings and all, that she has made something for vendor management where she controls all the contracts processing and stuff right using an agent, and she's very proud of that. So I think we all want to be proud of that and understand how Copilot works and how the whole agentic works. There's something called as Microsoft Copilot Academy. I have worked with them. I have worked with the team, and we have built some nice learning content from there. So if you're interested to know how the GenAI learning works, this is the good step. I wanted to give you that foundation start. Now it's all up to you. You start building that agent, do that homework of bringing one knowledge hub, which is your SharePoint, even a file, 100 pages file, or your website of your company, and then build an agent where you are doing an operation of ordering a laptop and sending an email to yourself. This is it. If you do that homework, show it to the people, add it to your resume that you can build an agent, that will be your skill set which you improve in your day-to-day life cycle. And trust me, it saves effort and time. So yeah, that's me exactly on time. Thank God for that. I never stop so early. I keep speaking about Copilot, but I was having my clock here, which was gonna remind me in 1 minute exactly, 1 minute 10 seconds to go. But that's me. That's my QR code. Myself, Manpreet. And again, thanks for joining the session. If you loved it, just hit me up on LinkedIn. If you need any information, mostly online there. If you have any questions, how should I start? Where should I start? If you want a copy of the deck, I'm always there for you to support you. But my always a request is we all learn a lot of things all around us, and it's all about me coming back home and then trying that itself. It's what makes me a pro and what I do. So come and watch this video wherever you're watching, whichever stream you're watching from, and then if you need to reach out to me directly or reach out through the organizers. And if you're stuck with a use case, let me know. I would love to come and help you. But build something. It can be as low as an agent building, which can record your extraction, your university data, or like I have my passports and all in there, so I can, if I'm boarding a flight, I just go, what's my passport number? I get my passport number. It's easy to do my check-in. I don't have to go and look forward and start looking for my passport. Where have I kept my passport? Which I have kept it in the proper place. But you understand the effort, right? Now it's in milliseconds. I'm able to get the number, the detail. It's all about that. The agentic is the future. We are building so many agents with different clients, vertical, whether it's healthcare, financing, sales, marketing, anywhere. And all the use cases you're gonna see is gonna help you save your time and effort, or save our time and effort for us as an employee and improve our employee experience. That is what agentic solutions is about, and it's all about Copilot, Copilot, Copilot. So thank you everyone for joining me here today, and thank you to all organizers to bring me up on the stage here today with you all. I'll see you again very, very soon. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.